I'm back today with another filament. You know how I love these hands. This filament is from Chitu Systems. That's Chitu Systems. This is their Conjure Dual Color Rose Red Sky Blue and their Conjure Chameleon Blue Purple. This is the Rose Red Sky Blue. I also tested out another one of their filaments. Wasn't too thrilled with the color on this one. It's one of those sparkly kind of ones. It just looks like black unless you like get it in the right conditions. But I absolutely love these ones. They're just, I always struggled to find a good use for these silk filaments, like a good test case. And, you know, I stumbled upon the skeleton hand as a good test for it a few filaments ago. And I had forgotten. So I started printing these eggs. Let's see, that one goes there. And then this one goes here. And I was like, yeah, the eggs look all right. You kind of get the color change there. Pretty cool. Same thing here. You just got a color on each side. Wasn't too impressive. And then I remembered, oh yeah, the hands. But let me tell you about these real fast. For a silk, I'm actually pretty happy. Let's see. The Rose Red Sky Blue here. You know, I dried these for 8 hours at 55 Celsius, which I do with PLA. Sometimes I do 24 hours, but these I just did for 8. And they honestly came out freaking amazing. This is the first time I've had success with these multicolor PLAs and silk PLAs where I wasn't just like, oh, it's delaminating here, it's being weird there, it's extruding weird. No, just using the generic settings in Bamboo Slicer. I didn't even calibrate for these, so I could get even better if I wanted to take time to calibrate these. And they just came out phenomenal. Now, you do get this kind of distinctive color here. You get this nice dual color on this one. It's just, I almost want to build a T800 or some other Terminator variant head out of these after seeing these skeleton hands. And this one I was just super impressed with. So of course I had to do other things with them. Like, look at that. Look at the color transition on that. That is amazing. Let me get these out of the way here. So I am trying to make a bunch of containers or ways to store my vintage gaming stuff. I actually printed these for NES, Sega, Genesis, Famicom, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, and I think that's it. Yeah, but I'm just showing you the Nintendo 64 ones here. And then what I did here is I printed the logos and then I switched them just for a little contrast because these are supposed to be a multicolor print. So you can get the, Nintendo 64 logo. Sorry, my thing is like oddly gritty today. Kind of weird. But like these have a nice kind of, I don't know, like steampunky, vaporwave, kind of just amazing look. So I printed them in a ton. Like I said, I got 2 to 4 of each of these, and then I can stack my cartridges in them and then put them in boxes and put a little foam in them. And that way they can store well and they're not, rattling around. And I don't have to track down 30-year-old cases for stuff. But like, I am just so happy with how these turned out with that kind of vaporwave aesthetic. Like, I really love Vapor 95. They do some cool stuff, and a lot of their stuff kind of just has this feel, and that is just freaking amazing. But I did do 2 other prints. So let me slide these out of the way here. I did a fidget. I really don't like this fidget file. I was expecting more than that. It just doesn't do much. But you do kind of get the neat effect there. So I scrapped making it in the other color. But you just get such beautiful with that. Like, that's that one. That's the blue purple. And I imagine it would look really good in the rose red sky blue too, but I only did this one. And then what I'm about to show you may blow your mind. Everyone knows when you 3D print, you print benchies. It's like kind of test things. Someone made this and I saw it a long time ago. Actually, let me adjust the camera so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. So I don't understand why this is so gritty. Sorry guys, it's distracting. This guy came out amazing. As a file, it doesn't always come out the best because there are places where you get like defects. I don't know how you can see that because of the color transition, but see, there's a lot of issue there. Let me see if I can get it to focus a little bit better. But that's just the file's fault. I've printed this in PETG, PLA, Silk PLA, and it always, those parts always just do that. But just such a fun guy, and like the color transitions just around him kind of reminds you of like anodized titanium or something, or titanium treated quartz crystals. There's something they do like with heat and titanium vapor, and it kind of gives them this appearance. But like, oh, it's just such a satisfying filament. Yeah, but this is the Chitu Systems. Again, that is the blue purple here, and then this is the rose red sky blue. I'll have links to these in the sticky comment and description. Just so fun. And like, this is even a quality PLA. This isn't a silk, and it came out fine. It's just, I've never been a fan of like the glitter ones, but I had tried like the Galaxy PLA from Bamboo, and this seemed kind of like a similar offering, so I thought I'd check it out. But I did the egg and just wasn't too happy. I really like these eggs as my test now. You could do a Benchy for everything, but you know, everyone can do that themselves. I really like these eggs because one, you know, they're kind of like an Easter egg, so I can use them afterwards. But they just look cool, especially in these multicolors. And then I can give these to the nieces or nephews, and then I'm not just wasting filament. But yeah, I'll have a link to these, and thanks for stopping by. If there's other filaments that are interesting and you'd like me to check out, or if you know of any cool silk PLAs, now that I'm starting to see some silk PLAs that do really cool stuff, like, or even just these mixed color PLAs, like, I don't know, maybe there's some applications for these. I really like this. This came out nice. See you guys.